Hello, YouTube. Got a battle for you today against CoinedIt, one of my very good friends that I know in real life, and we were having an OU match. He only has an OU team, so I just brought my 6 deadliest killers, and I tried to see how that worked out. I am going to try my best to get the chart up. I have it all down. I have all the information. I went through my battles. I looked them all up. I did all that stuff. But for some reason, I couldn't get it into my last YouTube video description thing. So I'll try to get it into this one. If it's not in there, you know, that really sucks. But, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy the battle. Yeah. I already said enjoy, so enjoy, or else. Man, a minute intro? Really? Sharpedophile, you gonna do that? Okay. Seriously, enjoy the battle. So, I'm gonna lead off with my Scarf Tower, and you guys all know he's a man from my multi-weather team. And he's gonna lead off with Skullomance. Is Skullomance? Wow. New nickname. Anyway, he gets the Intimidate off on my Scarf Tower, and I know that a Stone Edge will do a lot of damage to him. And it will be faster, maybe. Actually, I know this is a Scarf. I know it's a Scarf Salamence, or Skullomance, as I may call it. So I'm going to switch out as he chooses to switch out, because I guess he didn't think an Earthquake can take out my Tyranitar. I don't know. But I go for the Earthquake on his Lucario, and he makes a good switch, goes into Salamence, intimidates me, plus I'm banded, so it doesn't really matter. I can't do anything. He knows I'm banded, so... he knows I have to switch out here, and he's going to predict my switch into Steelix right here, and I'm debating who I should go into. I go into Android 18 to trace the Intimidate if he goes for a physical move, because I know he's Scarfed mixed, and if he goes for the special move, I know I can take that too because I'm a Gardevoir. But unfortunately, he gets the crit, so that really, really sucks. I was going to try a T-Wave him there, but that doesn't work out. I mean, I still took that. I'm pretty sure it's like a monster, how much I took that Fire Blast, but, you know. So, he's doing nothing with the Fire Blast on my specially defensive boosted Thingamabob Sandstorm Aerodactyl. So, I'm just go for the takedown. If I had Double Edge, which I don't know why I don't. I don't know, but, I do that. So I go for the Double Edge, and that's not going to kill him, which sucks. No, I don't go for the Double Edge. I just said I didn't have that. What am I on? Ugh. Anyway, go into Royalty here as he switches into Biscotti. I made that name for him because of my awesome core I was going to have of Weezing and Tangrowth, and it was going to be called Biscotti and Meatballs, and they were going to rule the world together. But, anyway, he goes for the Giga Drain on my Outrage. I just decide to immediately go for the Outrage because Kingdra, there's no use in setting up. Kingdra just need to get some anger out. Maybe I should suggest a stress ball to him. But oh, that should be a Pokeball. Anyway, he goes into what? He's not going into anything. He killed off my Kingdra. What am I talking about? Anyway, go into Steelix. Steelix is a man with his choice specs. You all know this, and he decides to take away my manhood. I don't know why, but he knocks off my choice specs. Like how do you do that to spec Steelix? You just don't do that. But my Flash Cannon actually can't take him out from that range, even though it's a Tangrowth. And the Sandstorm's gonna have to finish it off. Tyranitar had to get in there and you know do some work. But that's gonna intimidate me. But nothing intimidates a Steelix. Anyway, I'm gonna switch out because I know he has the Fire Blast, of course, and if he goes for the Earthquake, Aerodactyl can dodge that. If he goes for a Draco Meteor, I'm pretty much screwed. If he goes for a Dragon Claw, But he's gonna go for the Fire Blast again, and I went for the Earthquake. He told me he had 1 HP left, and I was just like, he was going to have 1 HP after the Sandstorm, but I'm like, Earthquake will do more. Then I realized, oh yeah, Tyranitar can take these hits way better. So, I decided to go for that. Tyranitar comes in there. I don't know who that credit kill should go to stuff, so, anyway, he goes into Lucario, and I have to have him Vacuum Wave me because I know he has Vacuum Wave and Fighting Gem. Because if he goes for the Aura Sphere and I switch into Gallade, that's going to hurt a lot more with a Fighting Gem. So I should be okay. Or if he goes for Dark Perks or the Shadow Ball or whatever he wants to go for. Galley can take it better and stuff. So now this game is about to get much more epic as he goes for the nasty plot in my face, being weak to my fighting move as I go for the not the close combat, as I go for the sword stance. So right there, we both just decided, you know what? Let's just make this a more epic fight. And he goes for the dark pulse, which does a lot with that nasty plot boost, and I'm gonna kill him off with that close combat. And that was just an awesome how we just both set up in each other's faces for no reason. So now he's gonna go into Espeon, which is, you know, cool. Espeon dual screener. I already know what you are. I don't even have to see you do anything, and I know what you are. So I'm going to Stone Edge, and that actually takes him out. I was fairly surprised by that. I thought maybe he had more defensive investment. Guess not. So now he's gonna go into Quagsire, and Quagsire has that unaware crap. So yeah, not good. I won't have the +2, which if I did have a +2, I would knock out this Quagsire because Galley is just such a monster like that. But it's only gonna knock him down to half, because Quagsire's defenses are pretty sweet, and he's got that unaware. So yeah, good stuff like that. He goes for the toxic for the lulls, and now I'm in with Specs Steelix with no Specs no more, and he actually didn't have Sturdy anymore. And he goes for the Earthquake, and that does pitiful damage. And as I said, this is a pitiful battle of Titans, and his Quagsire, he decides to go for the Waterfall for the flinch, but he actually gets the crit, so hacks in his way either way. But Steelix is such a man on the defense that he takes that crit, and he's just like, no. So now he's going to go into Houndoom, and he goes for the Flame Charge. Awesome move there, because he is a mixed Houndoom. And now, because he is mixed, he's going to be able to outspeed Aerodactyl. And he has the Crunch and not the Dark Pulse. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to live a Dark Pulse, not the Crunch. So that was a really good game. Came down right to the wire there. Kills 2 Rex versus face that no one can make. Yeah, so yeah, really good battle. I'm glad that we had to have this battle together. Yes. And other such things like that. What am I talking about? I'm rambling on so much right now. It's 11:40 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to try to upload this Saturday at some point. I don't know when. It could be here in 20 minutes. It could be here in 20 hours. You'll just have to stick around and find out. So the part where you won't have to stick around and find out, it's mostly me doing the sticking around and finding out, because when this uploads, you'll know when it is. So anyway, after I get myself out of this paradox, I'm going to go and enjoy my Saturday when it comes along in here in 19 minutes. Okay, rambling over. Sharpedophile out.